Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to welcome you to the Road to Loma. This is the dedicated platform where we discuss the insights, rationale, and the overarching idea behind our Location Marketing Awards 2023. My name is Nkasiobi Chukwu, and I'm your host today, but I'm not alone. As always, I have special guests with me, and we're going to dissect a few issues, share our insights, and talk to you a little bit more about some of the categories that we have lined up. And first, I'd like to say welcome to Mr. Joel.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here, Joel.
Thank you so much.
And also, it's not Joel alone, it's Mr. Femi. How's it going?
Very well.
Pretty chill today.
Thank you.
Oh, well, I like the way this is going. The drip is nice.
Thank you.
So, I'll let you introduce yourself, and I'll start with you, Femi. Please just tell us a bit about yourself and what you do.
All right. So my name is Femi Adenekan. I'm the business development manager at TMKG Consulting. So what TMKG does is to audit out of home. So we have the eyes. We are the eyes of the advertisers on the landscape.
Beautiful. And Joel?
Okay. My name is Joel Victor. I work with PAG in Nigeria. So PAG is a global company with across all countries of the world. So basically, I do at home with PAG, and I've worked across so many sectors in terms of telco, FMCG, and banking. So right now, I'm also co-founder of Out of Home Academy and also Loma. So thank you for having me here this day.
It's great to have you. One of the previous episodes we spoke with Kingsley, so it is great to have another member of the team here. And speaking of which, I'm just going to go right into it. One of the conversations that, has been coming up a lot through the course of not just Loma, but even the show Road to Loma has been, the things that sets this award apart from every other one we've had before now. We've had exciting, insights that have told us about the auditing, the fact that it is, vetted, it is endorsed by the right bodies, the apex body in the country, and the ones globally. And one of the things that has come up that, is also very interesting to me is the fact that this award is actually open to public voting. And that's something that's very different. Usually we have awards that just seem to sort of be handed out. We're not entirely sure, on what basis, but now we have one where people can actually impute. What's your take on that, and why was that very important for Loma this time around?
Okay, so basically what we do is Out of Home. And Out of Home is involve people.
Yeah.
And so people in terms of marketers, in terms of the client, in terms of the people, the agency. So the best way to do is to allow the people to vote who they think or what to be or what to win the award. So unlike before you give award to anybody, you take favors you, maybe the client favors you give the client award, or somebody else favors you.
Yeah.
But right now it's open for everybody. Put in your votes and let your vote be casted. And again, so if I'm good to you and I've done so much work for the industry, so that gives a lot of leverage to kind of get me being voted for. So that's why we believe that voting is best way to go right now. So I'm just letting people have their say. So that's why I believe that's why we try this role, but by allowing people to vote for their favorite person to win the award.
I think that's beautifully said, because when we think about it, it means that everybody else who is in the industry, regardless of whether you are actively being nominated or not, you get a chance to participate in what we have Loma to be today. And one of the categories that we have from the list that we're going to be discussing today that I think is also interesting to me is longest standing structure. Now, Femi, your opinion, why do you think that's important?
I think that's important because so Nigeria has a very huge number of structures right now, and it's growing every day. Now, if you look at the legacy structures that we have in Nigeria, I think it's only proper for us to recognize those structures. I don't know if I can give examples.
Feel free.
Okay, so we have, for instance, there's this innovative billboard. I call it billboard, like in shape of a team owned by Friesland on the island around Sura. That has been there. I think that's one of the major innovative platforms that came up in Out of Home, and has been long-standing for a very long time since I was a child. I've been seeing that. So I think if we're able to recognize platforms like that, formats like that, it will be really great for the...
Yeah, and I agree with you, because that longevity is something that's important. Sustainability is also important, and we both, fortunately and unfortunately, in a country where in certain aspects people don't even properly recognize the need for extensive growth to be in a place and truly sink in for a long time. So if we have the few people who are doing our work, who've been around, because we know it's no easy cost, it's not an easy fit to, achieve, to be here like, decades at a stretch. It's only right that we say, hey, we see the work we have done, we recognize it, we think it's important, and hopefully we inspire more people to put their foot down and stick around long enough. I think that's where Loma gets very interesting for me, because just looking at the categories, on the other hand, we also have, agile deployment for static, agile deployment for digital. So, I mean, what's the difference between those two out there? And this is maybe something I think will be helpful to the people who are newer in the industry. So please can you just clarify that for us a bit?
Okay. So basically, we have to kind of two other parameters as the audience. So we have the static side, we have the digital side.
Yeah.
So that is like the uniform, the portrait, the bridge panel you see on the road. While the digital is more of a LED,
yeah,
the LCD screen at the mall. So, and again, the way they deploy them are also different. So for a digital can take you some seconds, it go live. While a static will take like 3 to 4 days to go live. So again, that different dynamics that plays with it. Second is that you can explore some many creative for digital side. On the static side, you only explore one creative at a time. So that's why it plays. The term of operational aspect of it, it takes so much time to kind of get that material out of Lagos to other locations. Example in the north, some take the material through the road, some material got lost on transit or to the location, while some the bus bring down the road.
Yeah.
So again, so that many dynamics that plays with it, but people are finding a way around it. Some people fly the material, example from Lagos to Abuja, so from Lagos to Kano. So that kind of reduce the number of days the material on the road before getting to the locations. But again, it's a great, for me, it's a great industry.
Yeah.
It's a great industry, but I think we still can get to where we want to be. But digital part of it is just a kind of, for me, it's very fast to deploy, very fast to monitor, and we're very fast to execute. So that's my own point of view.
I think, and that's, that's beautiful, because something that crossed my mind, and this is maybe a little different from what people might be expecting, but a few days ago, now for me personally, I'm not actively a practitioner within the out-of-home industry. Now, I've been in the media, generally speaking, agency side and so on and so forth. But just as a consumer, it just occurred to me that we used to have, I don't even know what they're called, if you can help me, those boards that were attempting to be the middle point between static and digital, that were all with...
Ultrawave.
Is that what they're called? Ultrawave vision?
Ultrawave vision.
Yeah, so they had like this, they were like sort of sliced, and then they would spin, and they would rotate, and then it would change. I'd forgotten that used to be a thing. As a child, it used to really excite me.
But the funny thing about that kind of style, kind of bodies, so it's called Ultrawave or Ultravision.
Okay.
The Ultravision is a history brand that I'm gonna need. So people don't know about that. Just okay, it's Ultrawave, just move it. So it's called Ultravision. So you can have 3 brand. Example, you can have example, I can use Unilever.
Yeah.
You can have close up, you can have Mango, you can have Lipton. That run across the board. You understand? So as Lipton is going, you're seeing ARCON, you're seeing close up.
Yeah.
So it's called Ultravision.
And I think that's the thing I like to think about when we talk about innovation, right? So, for a bulk of the episodes of Road to Loma, we've always talked on innovation because it's important to us, not just as an industry, but for, Loma itself as a platform and OH Academy. But I think that maybe people don't speak enough about those points in the journey of innovation where it's sort of in the middle, where it's not completely the old school, in quotes, and it's not completely what you have as new school, like sort of that middle point where things just haven't fully formed. And maybe at some point we might have a more active conversation about those people who are sort of in a space that helped the transition. But in any case, I think the overarching conversation for us here now is what Loma is trying to do, the precedents we're trying to set here, and the value that we're trying to give the industry. But looking with all of that in mind, my question out to you, Femi, is can you just walk us through the experience for you personally? Like, how did you hear about Loma, and what were your thoughts about Loma the first time when you heard this idea? I don't know if it was a phone call, if it was a text message, if it was an ad. I'm not sure what it was, but how did you encounter the idea and what were your thoughts on it?
All right, so the first thing I thought when I heard about the idea of Loma was, it's about time. Yes, because a lot of things are going on in the out-of-home industry in Nigeria that so many people don't even know about. We don't even recognize the efforts, the work put into making this happen. We have a lot of brands that are coming out with innovative ideas, a lot of messaging, people in the agency side working day and night to ensure these things happen. So when Kingsley called me and he said, "Oh, you was going to do this," I'm like, okay, this makes a lot of sense. I think I buy into the idea. Looking at people that actually put in work to do all this, to make these things happen, like, it's only proper for us to recognize them. And this gives the platform for everyone to come to be recognized for the work they've put into the industry over the years.
Absolutely agree with you. And I think maybe in a subtle way, either because we have you, Joe, here, this is also he's doffing his cap to you because you're part of the team that, came together and said, hey, let's do this. Let's create an award, but we won't just make any award. We'll make categories that make sense, that resonate. We would make sure that even you as the organizers are held to higher standards. So which means first it's, endorsed by the right bodies, is vetted, and it's going to be audited. So the entire process is clear end to end.
True.
So now we're at a position where we have Loma, and now we're finally able to celebrate the people who are doing the good work. Like we've said, now the people who are, deploying content both digitally and, statically. And now we have the long-standing structure. So for me, I think it comes, just full circle when you think about it like that. So in any case, for me, I think that pretty much, captures the journey, if there's anything I'd like to say is that, for me, when you said it's about time, what are the things you hope to see from Loma in the long run? I don't know if that's like I don't know if that's not the question. So please.
All right, so I'm hoping to see that it's consistent. And this will encourage people to actually take the out-of-home industry in Nigeria seriously. That, okay, these people are doing these things. Okay, let's see how far they've gone this year, next year. The improvements, let's record the improvements, what we see, how it goes, moving forward. I think it's a good precedent for recognizing the hard work that we put into the industry over time. I don't know if that answered.
That it does answer the question very beautifully. And more than anything else, I would say a big thank you to you. And I think I had even said, even with Joe here, I can say that on behalf of the OH Academy team, because that's really great insight and great feedback. So more than anything, I'll say thank you so much for even making the time to have this chat with us. It was great having this conversation with you. And thank you so much, Joe, for having to sit down. We just have been able to at least get ourselves ready. And I want to let everybody who's watching know that don't forget to get your votes, going for the categories that you want to vote for. Don't forget, 29th of September 2023 is the date. We're all going to get together to celebrate this industry that's done really great work. And for us at Loma, it's clear to us that just like the category longest standing structure, Femi is saying it's a goal for us to make sure that we're also long standing. And we're going to do this for a long time. But it all begins September 29th. So until then, my name is Nkasiobi Chukwu. It's great to be here. As always, good morning, good afternoon, good night from anywhere you are across the world. It's been great. And this has been the road to Loma.